Welcome, everybody. We are back with more Cataclysm today. There it is. Looks like we're live. Hello, folks. We got Slash'em in chat. Consolus is here. Hey there, guys. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by today. Everybody over on YouTube watching the VOD, hello. We are on, I think, our fourth live stream with our character Aram here. He is the would-be wizard. It is currently day 69 of spring. Probably about to go to bed, but he's got a lot of traits, this guy does, and still not a lot of spells, but we're working on it. We're trying to fill out our spell book for sure. Currently, we're on the search for welding materials. That's kind of what we left off on doing on the last one, and we got super lucky, like right at the end of the last live stream, which, by the way, the VOD will be up on YouTube tonight, by the way, but yeah, there was a mine shaft we noticed, and then coming over here there were two light industrials. I was like, oh, we've got to get some welding stuff out of one of these places, right? Wrong. Nope, not happening. East of Sandwich, we got a wow, there's some interesting names over here. So we're looking at Owl's Head, and then there's also a town called Sandwich. Man, making me hungry for welding stuff. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Let's get to it. Oh my gosh. So looks like we got, oh, that's our, yeah, we got the Viper. So our little motorcycle is, it's good. It's rolling, but it's really gas, like it conserves gasoline really well. It's gas efficient, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it doesn't have enough cargo space. So we need welding stuff for that. If you go deeper into crafting, you can make welding stuff. Well, we need, I know we can make goggles. I know we can make the makeshift arc welder, which does use more electricity than a normal arc welder. And then I believe in terms of making like the welding wire, we have to get into the whole blacksmithing process. We need a crucible and a forge and tongs. I assume, I've never done it before, but I know that you're right. You can do all that, but I think we would have to search for all the materials to make the welding stuff. So no matter what, we're searching. We're on the search. So we're definitely going to head, let's get back onto our motorcycle. Let me check on my inventory real quick. I did just pick up a reciprocating saw. Was that my first saw? No, we do have a hacksaw. And I'm down to one Molotov cocktail. That's important. I always got to keep note of our Molotovs. Hey, what's going on, game player? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping by the stream. It's good to see you guys today. Oh, wow, we found a lot of books here, so that's good. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of room on the motorcycle. Saw the happy accident happened in the tutorial. Yeah, that was... Somebody clued me in, too. A commenter pointed out that when I smashed the roof, or when I smashed the door of that evac shelter in my tutorial series that you're referring to, yeah, that the roof collapsed. I didn't even notice that. Hey, what's going on there? Nick Olaf, hello. Welcome to the stream. I see your first-time chatter. Thanks for dropping in today. What's going on, everybody? I've got my AC on in the background, so you might hear like a little white noise if I mute myself to call. Like that, you might hear like a little white noise going on, but just ignore it. It's like 90 degrees again today. But sadly, the Valzane does not have some magical tools in his inventory. Let's see here. All right, so we're headed to our little motorcycle. Where is it? You found the stream from Unreal World. Nice. Yeah, we did an Unreal World stream yesterday. That's awesome, Nick. I'm going to call you Nick. Or if you have a different name. But thank you for joining, my friend. Yeah, I'm planning on stream. We're going to do more of those Unreal World streams going forward. So probably every Saturday is what I've got it scheduled right now on my Twitch. So yeah, we're going to stick with that. And we'll be doing that. Call me Nick. Thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. That's like the natural. But apologize, guys. I'm a little tired today. Work took it out of me, so I'm going to try and bounce back here and we'll get things started. Hope that's not too loud. This is a real hog, as we call them here in the States. This thing's, it's Nicholas. Oh, okay. I recognize your name. I recognize that name from YouTube then, I think, right? Right? You've commented on my videos in the past, haven't you? For sure, for sure. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Hello, hello. Yeah, Unreal, excuse me, Unreal World is a classic, isn't it? And I actually had a couple of people in like the last week. I had like two separate individuals comment on my older videos for the Unreal World, like asking if I was ever going to play it again. Oh, you never have? Well, no worries, no worries. Get quite a few comments on those old videos. It's great. It's great that there's still a community who like that game and appreciate that game. I mean, the developer has put in literally decades of work on it. So yeah, it's a real special game for sure. And it's different, you know. We were talking about yesterday. You know, this game right here, Cataclysm, there's a mod for it called In a Woods, which if you use the In a Woods mod, it removes like all the high-tech stuff. It almost very much turns it into like an Unreal World type situation, but it's still very different. It's still not the same, you know. It's not that pure, just wilderness survival that the Unreal World offers. So, yeah, I think there's definitely still a place for that game, at least on my channel. All right, so we're approaching this cabin. Pull out our sword here just in case. I don't expect there'll be much here, maybe a couple zombies, but let's just do a quick little perimeter. Bop, bop, bop. On the lookout. I see some medicine. Alright. I'm going to put the sword away so I don't damage it because I'm going to smash that open. Let's grab this medicine. Game player says I spent one of my welding tank to modify my motorcycle. Now it has a trunk and a saddle. That's awesome. I changed it to a reclining seat and added a seatbelt. Smart. It looks weird, doesn't matter, but it would be the kind of motorcycle Japanese delinquents rode in the past. Or Japanese delinquents in the future apocalypse, too. That counts. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, think about like the motorcycles and vehicles you saw in the Mad Max movies, you know. That's post-apocalyptic. Oh, shoot, there's ants here. Oh, crap. Hold on. Yeah, we got an ant right there. You see it? Uh-oh. Let's see. I don't have a lot of mana. We're just going to avoid it. We're just going to get out of here. Let's see. Does this have water? No. Played quite a bit of Cataclysm. Oh, good, Nick. That's good to hear. Yeah. Back when Vorthermax was streaming it all the time. I've heard that he stopped. Like, he doesn't play the game anymore. That's too bad. Yeah, that's really too bad. I myself have been playing it for about a year now, but I'm still just as addicted to it now as I was like when I first started playing it. So there's no worries about me stopping, I'll tell you that much. Hey Edvard, what's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping by the stream, my dude. Hello, hello. We are back streaming, of course, here on Twitch. And we're just looking for welding stuff, buddy. It's good to see ya. I know you caught yesterday's stream for Unreal World, but prior to that, I hadn't seen you in a while. So I'm glad you're back. Oh, crap, there's a flaming eye right there. I got killed by a flaming eye in a previous live stream, and I had to Alt F4. Did you realize the danger of fog in Cata? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely realized the danger of the fog. That's one of the reasons I like No Hope, because it definitely makes it more challenging with the fog. The flaming... Hey, what's up, Saturn? How's it going, buddy? Flaming Eye is a nether creature from the nether world, and it's... Okay, it's just a really devastating enemy. It has like a laser attack that can get you from a distance and basically kill you in one shot, if not completely debilitate your character. But you want to fight the Flaming Eye now? Well, you know, the only reason I know what it does is because I got too close to it. At one point in my experience here, I did want to try and fight one, and I got too close. Very deadly, very deadly. But welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see ya. Thanks for dropping by. Fog really obscures you during the evening, and it makes nighttime raid harder. I believe that. I believe that. Would a flaming eye attack zombies? You know, sorry, hold on. Yeah, you know, Consolus, it's a good question because you know me, I do like to use other creatures to kind of kite around and use them to my benefit to kill zombies, but I wouldn't really risk it with the flaming eye. It's like that star vampire you came across. Star vampires, flaming eyes. Yeah, don't mess with them. Don't mess with those. But not to worry. Whoa. Are you kidding me right now? That's why you don't hit ignore. What, dude? What is with this camera view right now? Oh, my bike is dead. The vehicle you control has no longer has steering. I just drove right into a damn zombie thing. Mother. Yeah, that was not good. Okay, hold on. What? Oh, what happened? Hold on, hold on. I'll bring something back for you guys to look at real quick. There's my desktop. We're going to get the Kata launcher, guys. This is a brief tutorial right here showing you guys how to launch the game. Now, I have a rule. If I die in the first 15 minutes of the stream, we just, you know, we just reload and stuff. Hold on, let me switch it back to display, to game capture only. There we go. Yeah, okay. What happened? Boom. Wait, you guys want to see something real quick before we're gonna load back in? This is my solo play world. I've been, you know, when I'm not streaming, but I'm, like I said, I'm addicted to this game. So I've been working on a special project here. I know that Slash'em and Consolus have seen this, but I just want to show you guys this vehicle that I've been working on. Mind over matter turned to MOM. What does that mean? Wait, what? Yeah, so I've been working on a special little vehicle in this world. Totally different character. Like I said, I just want to show you this real quick briefly. We won't play this character. We're going to get back to Aram. But, man, I just like to sit here and look at this car sometimes. All right, hold on. It should be up any second now. Oh, MOM spelt out loud like mom. Here it is. I call this the bullfrog, people. Take a look at this monstrosity. Tons of scary monsters with fuses. Give me any side powers. I know, it's tough. It's tough to get side powers in this one. So this is a completely custom. I actually used the frame and the engine from a city car. It's a really small, compact vehicle, but I basically cut it in half and I reduced it. So this was like, this is all that's left of the car. Then I expanded the rear. There's two different off-road wheels. I got the wheels off these tractors over here. We're sitting outside a farm supply store. But this thing, oh, this thing's my pride and joy right here. Let's take a look. The mutant, I was so happy when this thing actually drove. Had to test it out with the frame, but look at this. Oh, every piece on this baby is green. Don't pay attention to the wooden boat hole, but everything else is green. And I've got military composite armor on basically all pieces. There's steel plating there. Military composite armor. Oh, this thing has taken me probably like 20,000 welding wires. Close to 20K. I just had to go back and trade for another 10K to keep working on it. But man, oh man. It's my pride and joy. All right, we got to get back to Aram. No playing around. We got to get serious here. Let's see. You have to kill the feral psychics or smash the crystal. Let's load that up. Yep, Aram. You know, gameplay, I've also found the crystals on the ground. Very rarely. I think that's only happened once or twice. But I think that there can spawn like a colored crystal on the ground around those crystal and structures or whatever. There's also a chance to get it walking around in a portal storm. That's true. Yeah. Well, that loaded up super quick. Probably because our world isn't that old. All right, well, the good news is we didn't really get that far, so. Still got the same error message, though. Isn't that great? All right, I got to pay more attention while driving. It was totally my bad. I just, it literally stopped me and was like, "You see a zombie. Do you want to continue forward?" And I said yes, and that was a total mistake. All right, so we know there's nothing over here. Okay, let's think about what we're doing here. So the forge is up here. That's kind of where our base will be, by the forge. Unless we find another one. Exodiai's over here. We still don't know the location of the refugees. We were recently smooched by 2-star vampires and have not turned yet. Crystals can be in the middle of the crystal location. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I've seen them once or twice on the ground. So Exodiai, Forge, no refugee center. Believe it or not, we have not found an intact evac shelter. So let's do it. Let's start driving. All right, I got to get my head in the game. Like I said, a little bit fatigued, a little bit tired after work, but no more driving into zombie hordes. I played with the Zebra mod, and somehow by accident, my albino bride became a vampire. What the? Oh my god. Bro. It literally just happened again. Hold on a second. I think my motorcycle is about to, it's about to just go out. Dude, I was literally, reading chat and driving. God damn it. That's what that happens. You don't really look where you're driving today. Oh my god. Okay, it's loading back up. I apologize for that one. Again, maybe I should take a breathalyzer here. That's why you shouldn't read chat drive man oh man, Saturn. You're not joking, bro. You're not joking. It's a challenging game. Maybe watch tutorial. Oh, wind. Oh my god. Texting while driving. That's exactly right. God, there's an error message. With that zoomed out, the boulders would look the small. Yeah, they do look a little small. Well, this motorcycle must be on death's door too, though. See, this is one reason why we need to find some welding stuff. I don't think it's totally my fault. I mean, it is. I'm running into stuff like a dummy, but this motorcycle's almost kaput. Oh yeah, look at the handles are broke. I'm so shocked I can actually ride this. Handle's broken. Frame's in good shape. Actually surprised it did break so easily. Kickstand. We got no kickstand. Andrea's holding it up with her legs currently. Alright. Let's lock in, people. Where are we going? Maybe I should just let the auto drive do all the work. God, yeah, just straight up auto drive from here on out. Okay, from now on I'm going to stop when I read chat. You're lucky law enforcement is lacking in the post-apocalyptic world. Believe it or not, the law enforcement somehow made surviving in the world even worse with their turrets and military. That's true. I think XX is not fully broken. It just disappears when it's fully broken. Gotcha. XX is just hanging on by a thread, essentially. Is that really the best route? Currently steering with the vice grip. It reminds me, I remember going camping, this was years ago, out in the Ozarks, and they brought 4-wheelers with them, the guys I was with who owned the property. And one of the dudes was like, you can get on. He was riding. He was like, just hold on tight and we'll go, go around the course or whatever, that little course. And dude, I had to hold like a death because there was no seat, no proper seat, no belt buckle or anything. It was literally just my hands keeping me from going flying off. It was my hand, dude. It was the most painful thing. Hey, look at this. Oh, okay. So we got a field campsite. Yeah, this is interesting, not for welding, but there could potentially be bicycle parts here, but I'm not seeing any. I'd like to stop and look for books and food and stuff, but I think we're just going to keep going. We don't have capacity to be looting right now. If it's not the specific tools we need, then we shouldn't be bothering with it. You could pair it with a solder. Yeah, it takes gasoline. That's correct. Gasoline's not our issue right now. We've almost got a full tank, but can we repair it? Yeah, we might be able to repair stuff. Let's see. Probably stop for a second. Well, it's not letting me repair anything. Is it because I have a grip on it? There we go. Yeah, no, see, it says we need, no, definitely needs welding to repair. Soldering won't work alone. At least not for the handle. Alright, let's go. Yeah, everything, so many things rely on welding in this game. Such an important tool set to get. I hear gunshots. Yeah, I think it would be almost pointless to repair those handlebars. You know, we have another vehicle already. Where's that coming from? Where does it say? Sounds like something bad is going on. It's not giving me a direction, though. Oh, from the east and below. That's exactly where we're going. Right, let's go like a little bit different direction. Oh, a lab entrance. Interesting. Should we go down? No, we're not in any physical condition right now to be fighting. We're just in a bad shape all around. The motorcycle's busted. I'm tired. My character, poor Aaron, is bloodied. Oh, so there's something down here shooting. Is my controls bad too? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff we want. Look, I also need a new seat. My saddle's about to break. I'm gonna be sitting on the back handlebars like her. Yeah, we need a lot. This bike. It was a lucky find, and especially to be able to get it up and running like this. Okay, but yeah, you guys are right. We definitely need to replace it. Also, shockingly, it's seaworthy. I can drive this thing over water. Oh, how much is the cargo? 68.75. Good guess, game player. Good guess. Yep. So the box isn't terrible, but you know me, I'm used to those big old chunky cargo spaces that hold 500 liters, and they're the best. I'm super paranoid about hitting a rock now, guys. I'm going to try and let the auto drive do this. Normally, I'm pretty reckless when I drive, too. I love motorcycles. Not just in this game, but like when I play Grand Theft Auto and stuff. I love the motorcycle. Oh, wait. Okay. I just did it again. Almost drove right into something. Okay. Yeah, I can tell the downside with the motorcycle is, well, there's a couple downsides to it, but you just don't have a lot of protection. Not to mention you can't really sleep very safe and sound in it, can you? Was a grave? Oh, a mass grave, you mean? Yeah, I gotta watch out for those. Don't want to drive right into one. Okay, so we do have a dairy farm down here. I'd be curious about what kind of cows we're looking at. There's also a dirt mound over here. I think this was dermatix, though. If that was ants, we would probably already be seeing ants. But I think we'll go south. See these roads down here? That looks kind of promising. I want to roll by this dairy farm, just check it, see if these cows are hostile. What was it? Zombie cow. Whoa. Not that fast there, buddy. Not that fast. Alright, let's leave ourselves a note then here. I Actually, I'll do a danger notice. Yes, we'll say Z-cows. Not even worth bothering with it. Put a roof on the motorcycle. We need a pillow and a blanket. Yeah, you know, if you know that the location you're at is fairly safe, then yeah, you'd be fine with a roof for sure. I mean, I'm going to leave Andrea on the motorcycle pretty much all the time. Okay, let's trek down here. No, I don't like that route at all. That's a terrible route, bro. Dermatic. Goddamn, dude. So many things, so many hostile things in this game. Why is this game so hard? I want it to just be easy. I'm going to roll through with my magic and just be able to, like, be fearful of nothing, you know? I want to be able to just walk into the heart of a city and be like, whoa, zombie horde, please. Please, that's trash. Trash mobs. All right, what are we looking at? Oh, for the love of God, another wind lumber mill. There's a lot of lumber mills in this world. Let's just go up there, see if it's filled with wasps or whatever. Yep, there's wasp there. Wasp boys. I needed a seat with a seatbelt because I need to be fast and I have to let go of the controls when I use my crossbow. That's awesome. That's badass, dude. That's like horse archery, but with your motorcycle. Yeah, if we get desperate, we can come down here and clear the wasps and get some gasoline. And I guess some lumber if we really want. Whoa. What am I doing? I don't think there's turrets there, but I'm not going to mess with it. But yeah, you know, we have magic missiles, my go-to spell. And that thing is really good at killing wasps and other smallish, like, insect creatures, like dermatics and stuff. Spiders. Alright, so let's head south. Let's get back on the road where it's always so. What the hell is that? It's a what? Biolante? A drooped, quivering... Oh, is this part of... Oh, God. Triffids, bro? No, that's going to ruin everything. Well, I don't see them. So there's Triffids down here. God damn it. That's a no-go, then. Up, Triffids. Yep. There's bees fighting the Triffids. Alright, we're turning around. Well, crap. Let's put a marker down here. Yes. I mean, Triffids aren't like the most dangerous thing, but they're just so... There's so many of them. Yeah, they're your favorite. Why do you like them? Oh, that's Saturn. Saturn, you like them. Triffidon. Saturn, you like it because of the book, I imagine. Day of the Triffids. Ignore it. Yeah, they're just too thick. There's too many of them. I will definitely run into some Triffids if we try and drive through there. So let's just go over here to the east. Eastward. I don't really know what that is. Need a wand of fireball. Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay, we got bees all around us. It's going to be a tricky drive here, people. I got to concentrate. I can do it. Oh, Andrea's starting to wheeze and cough. Well, buckle up, Andrea. The world's a harsh, harsh place here. Lots of wheezing and coughing going on. Alright, where are we headed? I'm nervous taking this corner for some reason. Okay, this is a state park. God, I feel like if I hit one little thing, it's over. Oh, we got another mound over here. Oh, that's an anthill for sure. Okay, well, we're definitely not going in that direction then. By the way, Consola says the overall health of my character is taking a nosedive. Oh, and I have no clue what's causing it. Not eating any mutagens and taking my vitamins, but it's not getting better. Something from a portal storm, you think? Or did you get exposed to... Maybe when you fought that Yug. There's so many things in this game, you know? It's hard to really pin down what could be the cause of it, you know? Could be exposure to radiation or something crazy. Wait a second. Have we searched this? I've been doing a really poor job of marking the map, haven't I? Let's get this boy out of pain real quick. Coding. Alright, let's look at these cars. Probably not any welding here. Yeah, we got tents that are closed, so... Yeah, I haven't... Wait, have I searched it? Let me look at this car. Diesel, you suck. Gasoline engine, it's in real bad shape, though. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we definitely came through here. It would make total sense of playing during portal storms would cause something like that, or maybe artifact. It could be the artifacts. Yeah, maybe the artifact causing you some sort of sickness. Sick, we got a survival knife. Cool. It's got some water purification tablets and Kevlar thread in it. Yeah, you know that you can exercise in the game. What have I got against Vin Diesel? If you go to action menu and then you go to miscellaneous, you can work out. You can literally exercise. I do that sometimes to pass time, but not often. Alright, let's head off to the right up here. Just kind of check out what's happening, what's going on with the world. It looks like there's another road segment up here. We might be able to hook up with that road. Thought walking around all day would be enough. The benefit of workout is increasing your stamina. Oh, is that right? That's actually awesome. I'm gonna have to do it like once a day then. Oh, crap. Maybe we won't be able to link up with this road. So is that like a temporary boost? Hey, what's going on, David? How you doing, buddy? The unevenness block is here, folks. Say hello. Hi, David. Well, we got off to a pretty rocky start, pun intended. My motorcycle is like on death's door, apparently. I was reading chat twice, and I ran into stuff and had to Alt F4 and restart the stream because it all happened within like the first 15 minutes. First time my character actually got killed. We ran into a horde of zombies. Like, I drove right into it. It was pretty terrible of me. Alright, let's come down here. But other than that, buddy, we're just looking for some welding. Really trying to work on a vehicle. And, oh yeah, I was going to mention that too. While we're doing this, we do have an electric car. It's pretty far, I think, at this point. It's not too far. There's an electric car right here at this location. And this baby is its batteries are being charged up with solar panels right now. So we do have another car. It's just, I mean, it's electric and it's going to take a long time because I only have like 3 solar panels. All right, so this thing is locked up tight. Is there somebody here maybe? Oh, we got a broken window. I think it might actually be the artifacts. I'm carrying around 4 of my person. Oh, we got an artifact too with this character, didn't we? Yeah, we have a small pin. This thing's amazing. It gives us, what was it, +4 to our strength. And it's got some weird activated ability that doesn't... I need to try and cast it like at some sort of enemy. It says, whenever activated, it says something about confusion. There's a wristwatch in the trash. I'll take that, please. Alright, otherwise, this is a pretty crappy little place. So let's come back to the map. Mark it. Indicating that I have already searched it. I recommend 1 hour moderate workout per day. Well, thank you. Thank you, personal trainer, game player. One of the ones I got in the last storm douses you in acid if you activate it. Yeah, they're not all good, are they? Oh, man. Alright, I think that's a dead end, so let's backtrack. So far, nothing but disappointment. All just... What did the Exodia don't trade, do they? Nothing but, well, they do have an NPC trader, but it's just bionic crap. There's no welding there. And the auto drive is so blasé at times. It'll literally drive like one tile away from like an open crater. Okay, let's go north. We can go loop around here, avoiding the Migos. Maybe we'll connect with this set of roads. Check out this bridge here. That could be interesting. Whenever I see roads that like end like this, I'm like, okay, there's probably something at the end of this road. All right, let's go. Wait, they also do medieval armor weapons. Who? Oh, wait, what is David talking about? Talking about NPCs? If you're doing a beast playthrough, then you... Am I? Then you should extreme training all day, drink water, and take vitamins. The Exodia. Oh, they also have been... Oh, thank you, David. I'm sorry. I do that a lot. I'll mention some... Ooh. Oh, yeah, we already know of these... What do my tools look like? Well, I don't have any carrying capacity. You know, I could take the saddle... Potentially, I could just replace the saddle without welding, but if I start taking apart stuff, like if I start worrying about removing handlebars, I'm sure I'm probably going to get myself stuck without a vehicle. I'll take something off there that I can't replace without welding. I've done it before. It's happened before. So we'll come back there, though. I'm definitely interested in a gas-powered vehicle, like a small one like this, in addition to the electric. I like having multiple vehicles. You gotta have options. It's the apocalypse, people. What better time in your life than to stock up on automobiles? What is that? The Migos won't go near the toxic waste, so that means it's our friend. Oh, there's wasps? God, so treacherous. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's the radiation dump. Build a steam-powered vehicle, no problem. No kidding. I can just... Oh, look. I can just steam-power my way through the world. Oh. Bunch of thugs. Whoa. Actually, yeah. Let's link up with this road real quick. I was going to go over to the yellow, like, river house or whatever. You need a small vehicle like a road roller. I love road rollers. Actually, I think we've been over that bridge. Let's go to this house over here real quick. I don't want to drive on the water right now. We can, but I don't want to. Another crater. So many craters. Oh, we got a zombie child. Don't hit me, birds. I better slow down. I can't tell. Is this house totally trashed? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, that's not a house at all. That's one of those, like, churches, or it's like a crypt. Bunch of bodies in there. Alright, screw that. Let's... Oh, it's a swampy area. Well... I think we can still get there. Yeah, it's trashed, isn't it? Alright, rolling around, just seeing what this world has to offer. We got plenty of gasoline. We could drive all day and all night and just do it again. We're at 67% fuel. This thing is real gas efficient, too. This plane's trashed. Alright, here we go. We're going to hit up... We're going to like this over here. We're going to explore this area, potentially down to. Kaboom, this world suddenly went bright. You guys are quoting something, but I don't know what it is. Alright, let's kick up the juice. I like to go flying over these bridges. 28 miles an hour. That's super fast in this game. That's way too fast. Hold on, I want to see something. Oh, it does work. Awesome. Okay, let's drive. Yeah, we've been over this area before, but we're on the edge of new and unexplored territory. Keep in mind, we're desperately looking for an evac shelter, too. That's, like, intact. Oh, we probably had clear weather for, like, a split second, and then it changed. Happens a lot, actually. We're not going up. So we go down here, but let's just go across this road. Safe mode's turned on. I've got some serious penalties right now to my intellect, perception, and dexterity. Oh, potential road roller. Every time I see these, work sites, that's where I found my road roller. Was at one of these work sites, or road works, I mean. Oh, look, evac shelter. But I've only seen one, ever. Of course, I play with no hope, too, so. If you're just playing the game straight up with no hope, you'll probably see one more often. There's blood everywhere. Is this a drug deal? Man, I've forgotten what weapon this chick is using. Andrea? What are you rocking, Andrea? Oh, she's got an axe on her, okay. That's good enough. Pick that up. Be careful fog, whether or not you won't be able to auto drive if it's too dark. Gotcha. Yeah, let's see. What time is it? Ooh, it's 6 p.m. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Ooh, if we're able to, we're going to sleep in this evac shelter. Grab all that. It's going to be a good trading item. Caffeine pills are awesome. Yeah, we really need to find a place to hole up for the night. Just bandage and stuff. My torso's not even freaking bandaged. Have you considered taking garbage bags? I've considered it, but I don't typically because it requires you to hold the items, carry them in your hands. With the bags, I mean. Alright, let's move. Let's get to this thing. Hope there's no axe murderers here. Okay, well, there's graffiti all over it, but the windows look intact. Hello? You have... wait. I do have a vehicle. How does that relate to using garbage bags? Oh, damn it, there is a broken window here. Not seeing any enemies, but let's hop out. Be prepared. Sword in hand, people. This place looks pretty trashed, not gonna lie. But even if... I mean, I can see the computer works down here. Wait, where's the computer? There it is. Contact us. Make a note. Did it do it? Oh, it must be close. Where is it? Probably the opposite side. It's on the opposite side. Well, it's up north. North Hero. Ah, okay. If we get up here, then our welding troubles are over. So we should probably make like a general direction that we had. Ooh. A little bit of food. Why don't you put the items you want to sell and store them at the box behind your motorcycle? When you're to trade, you just hold the bag and trade it to the merchant. Oops. Grab. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It could help with... Because usually what I do is I'll dump it on the floor and just drag it to the merchant from my vehicle. Typically, of course, I have a lot more carrying capacity on my vehicle. Okay, there is a zombie down here. We could probably take it out. Is it just the one? God, there's graffiti everywhere. I'm tempted to read this, but probably a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, this... Oh! More zombies. Another new book. Crap, it feels like there's a lot. Where'd you go, dude? He's looking for me. There he is. He's gonna say he's on the other side. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of stuff out of this place. Yeah, now that I've cleared it too, we should be able to sleep down here fairly safe and sound. It's not going to be the most comfortable place, but I'll sleep in this bathroom. I'll take that glass bottle too. Okay, so let's see here. What is my mood? What's so bad about it? We are craving fire. Alright, let's put away. Actually, a little bit surprised that there weren't any feral axe murderers. Usually these like crazy abandoned evac shelters will have like an axe murderer. Okay, let's go to sort of wood down here. Also, what's this? What do we got? I'm just going to eat that granola. Wait, where is it? There it is. And let's go start a fire. What? Oh, do I not have a... Wait, do I not have one? I forgot. Did I use it? I have a flint and steel. Oh, I think like a dummy. I left myself without a lighter. Got plenty of smartphones. Okay, well, we can still deal with that. Come on, buddy. You got 11 strength right now. There we go. Alright, so let's try the flint and steel. There we go. Haha. Beautiful. Nice little fire. That will help us, but we are guilty about killing that youngling, so that'll drop off eventually. So... yeah, we got to get a lighter, proper lighter. Maybe there's one around here somewhere. Andrea might have one. No lighters there. Alright, well, we've got a new book. Actually, I've got several books on me. Let's go downstairs. I'm going to turn on safe mode actually and read right here for now. Hey, what's going on, old Greg? Welcome, buddy. Okay, so it just got too dark to read in that location. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for dropping by the stream, dude. Alright, we've been streaming for 48 minutes already. Had a couple disasters at the start of the stream, but we just ignore those and we move on with our lives here. Alright, so we'll step down. We're going to go into the bathroom to sleep. I think it's 7:30 in the PM. We are pretty injured. Let me look at myself here. Yeah, let's go through, wipe down everything. God, how did we get so bad off here? Try some bandages, everything. Okay. Just temporary. We don't want to... this isn't going to be our base, but we do have some interesting looking area to explore tomorrow, too. This up here looks promising. This road continues along the water, so I think we're good to go. Alright, let's see. We are tired. 7:38. I'm tempted to continue reading for a little bit, though. I've got 10 glow sticks, so I'm not worried about that. Bandaging is a good idea, actually. We'll do that. We obviously need it, don't we? Yep. Practice some bandaging. What happened to the torso? We got beat up by something. I don't even remember. What it was, Hanny, but thanks for dropping by the stream. Alright. Yep. Keep going, probably till 10 p.m. We're hungry again, so let's have that. A little bit of that. Protein ration. Okay, how's our calcium? Look at my vitamin C right now. I've got 1,000% my daily need. Yeah, it's the lack of spears this round. That's true. There's no lie about that, is there, Edvard? That's intentional, buddy. Should I favorite this survival knife? Nah, we have a combat knife. Alright, let's go to bed. I guess we'll sit on the toilet and sleep. And technically, you were not a nomad this round, but you still kind of play like one. That's true. Well, like I said, everything right now revolves around us finding some welding materials and tools. Once we do that, yeah, we're going to be able to settle down. Nomad's fun, but it feels like the penalty kicks in a little too quick there. No colds and flu for you with that much vitamin C. Tell me about it. All right, we'll go for solid 7. Let's do it, folks. All right. So then we create a permanent base. Probably not. Probably not. I'll probably still keep on the road. I don't know. The idea of settling down in this game, for whatever reason, doesn't appeal to me that much. Like, there's so much to see and explore. Are we awake? Okay, we healed up fairly well. Do we need new bandages? Yeah, if it was up to me, I would have like a little base maybe where I just return to for, restocking supplies and dropping off stuff. But otherwise, I would just continually explore. All right, let's get up to the bike because I believe we have food up there. Let's see if Andrea made it through the night. Did you survive, Andrea? There we are. Hello, you did survive. Get out of my seat, woman. There we go. Chili pepper, pine nuts, dehydrated fish, mashed pumpkin, 2 pickles. I don't know why I'm reading everything I'm eating now. To do well, settle down, get the spells. You have 1.7 mana, waste not spending it. Why settle down when there's zombies to kill and humans to eat? Your poor character has imperceptive healer. We did one of those runs in a previous. Yeah, that is definitely a challenging trait. I kind of like it though. Definitely makes things much more interesting. You know what? There's probably still a solar panel here. I should have probably checked it, but I'll leave a mark. Again, I'm not on the lookout for anything right now except welding. That's a terrible route. Go up here. No. I have a feeling this is probably a mine shaft, but we'll just check this out real quick. Probably mine. Yep, there it is. Mine shaft. I almost never find welding stuff at the mine. So I think we'll continue to explore instead of spending time clearing that right now. We don't need the fuel. Oh. Crater, water or sewage treatment plants. Oh, what's that? Crashed pod. Pop over here. Hey. Oh. What is that? I'll just let go real quick. Kind of the opposite of Nomad. It forced me to hang around, temporary camp and have doing that supposed to. That's true. It is kind of the opposite. Where's a racing track? I know, Hanny. I was just thinking about that. Racing track. You know what's funny too? We started the stream, the last stream. When we ended the last stream, I should say, we had just found and cleared 2 light industrials that were literally like right next to each other. Neither one of these had any welding stuff, not even a freaking pair of goggles. So we got really unlucky with this. When I initially saw this, I was like, oh, this is it, we've got welding. But nope, just didn't get lucky. But speaking of luck, look at this beauty. Ooh, it's got a hole in the back, but otherwise this thing looks to be in okay shape. It's got 2 mounted machine guns on it. The engine is faulty, but I bet you that the fault is one of those turns it off. It's like an automatic switch. You just have to be able to turn it. Let's go to mend. Oh no, this actually has a worn drive belt. Well, that's actually even easier. We can make a drive belt. I think, yeah, despite the hole, it does look like it is in good condition. I think the one thing I don't like about this, and it's typical for all military vehicles, is the diesel engine. I prefer gas. I really do, because gas is easier to find, it's more prevalent, and it seems like gasoline engines don't guzzle the fuel quite as quick. These diesels, I mean, they drink the fuel. So what I would probably do with this is mark it and strip it. You know, once we get a vehicle that has a decent amount of cargo space, or one thing we could do, set up a campsite right here. Just once I get my welding stuff, we can set up all our welding equipment, have a nice little camp out right here, and just strip this vehicle and use it. So we're definitely coming back here. In fact, I'm going to leave a proper note. Yeah, we'll definitely come back here. Light industrial garages. Yeah, that's a good find. And it's not like surrounded by ants or something crazy either, so that's good. Alright. Oh, it's a little too fast. Yeah, you know, I don't think I've ever found all the pieces of equipment for welding, the torch, the tanks, the wire, and the goggles, except in one particular place. And it was very recent. It was on my single-player world, and it was in a fire watchtower. A fire watchtower. On the map, it appeared like a radio tower, but it was pink. And when you hover over it, it says fire watchtower. And it had a radio tower there, plus like a little building, I guess, where the firefighters sleep. And in that building, there was every piece of welding equipment. So that's another one we're definitely looking out for. Fire watch. It's the first one I've ever seen, though. I feel like it's fairly rare. Just want to see if I actually have a... I don't think I have a Swiss Army knife yet, so we'll do that. Let's see. With no hope, are there actually any cars that still have fuel? No. The whole siphon fuel from Cars Mechanic is kind of useless, it seems. No, Consolus, there's almost never cars that have fuel. Or electrical charge on the batteries. Siphoning is good in certain situations, but you're right. In a no-hope run, you're not going to use it very much. Oh my god. Another mass grave. Having flashbacks from the beginning of the stream. Okay, we got a vehicle here. We're going to check this. A little close to those zomboids. Oh my god. Dude's got everything here. Hold on, let me see. Okay. I just dropped everything I could into that box. So let's fill up on the medicine. Super glue. Ooh, I want that plastic jerry too. We might be about time to refill our water. It's got a tank on it. Do I have a fast weapon? I have a sword. I have a long sword. I'm actually carrying too many weapons, I think. I'm gonna activate the trail guide. I think I already did one. Yeah, let's go ahead and fill up that jerry can with the toilet water. Delicious. There might actually be one of those pumps here. Look at me. I prefer toilet water over pumps. Wait, do I not have any? Oh, good. Okay. Plastic jerry, let's go. Turn it around. Okay, so we got a bit of a town situation over here that we're not going to want to play around with. We still don't know what's to the north. That strikes me as maybe another mine shaft, possibly a sugar house. Let's go check it out. Is there actually a hidden quality difference between water that is not marked discrete? Yeah. What? Wait, what do you mean? Hidden quality difference? I mean, drinking unclean water can get you sick. Yeah, it's another mine shaft. I've gotten sick from drinking unclean water, and it's not fun. My character eventually died. Not necessarily from the sickness, it was more like an indirect result. It was just from poor performance, from being sick. Let's just check these. I like to check cars at trailheads. Sometimes they have really good stuff. That one has a paper wrapper. Okay, let's see. Well, water from a pond, water from a toilet. Oh, like the unclean types. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. They shouldn't be. They should have like a slight difference to them. Yeah, let's go back around. Actually, no, we're going to go down, hit up the river road. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that route. A little close to that. Ah, that vehicle right there. God, I want to drive it. Hostile survivor. Oh, look. They're super close to that mass grave. Oh, no. These guys are on foot, though. What do you got? Oh, they're melee. Oh, we could roll around, and I could attack them with my magic missile. Oh, God. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, but they all have melee. Losers. Oh, that guy's about a shotgun. Only one dude has ranged. I know. Fresh meat. They're different, but you can tell. Rainwater, for example, is usually safe. You know, again, we don't really have the carrying capacity. I want to gun these guys down with my magic missile, but we're not going to. We're not going to. You guys get to live another day, filthy raider scum. Okay, what's this? Shooting range? Yeah, we're doing a no guns run here, too, with our boy, Aram. He is gun shy, even though he doesn't officially have the trait. Oh boy. Yeah, I've got to check everything. Okay, let's go. At some point, I do need to stop looting. Like right now, we're not going to go for that one. That car's pretty bad shape. Oh my god, look at all the zombies. Come near me. Okay, we're coming to a town. There's a town to the south of us. There's another to the east. I think we are officially blocked in. So, we retreat. Nothing to do but backtrack. We could go up. Yeah, I remember I accidentally drank water, which was from one of those hot water tanks. It was a hot water heater, or it was just like a tank on the side of a hunting lodge. And I drank it not really thinking. It was just kind of by accident. And eventually my character got sick from it. And I didn't have the cough medicine to like allow the character to sleep through the night, so they would wake up constantly at night, and so they were always fatigued and sick. And so like I was trying to do something, and they fell down and couldn't get back up. I think we were also exposed to like fire. Fire is so deadly. Oh, there's another one of those teleporters. Wait, we actually know the spell for this. So we should be able to use this. Wait, I'll look at the map. So we are east. Yeah, we spawned in Hookset. Right there in that house. Our base is right here. So this would be east of spawn. So, can I use it? Wait, I probably have to cast the spell, don't I? Did I not learn it? I thought I learned it. We don't have the book with me. It's back at the place. I'm gonna have to learn it now. That's awesome, though. So this is like a translocator. Yeah, it's a portal. We can use that to go back and forth. I don't think we can take our vehicle, though. But well. Could be interesting. Could be useful, I guess, at some point. If we find, like, I don't know, Forge of Wonders nearby or something, that would be useful. Let's head over towards this road. Right over the pond. I love it. Oh my god. Another one of these lumber mills. Why can't these occasionally have, like, oh, there's NPCs here. Yeah, why can't these occasionally have welding stuff? Andrea does nothing. She literally is just dead weight on my motorcycle. No, we picked her up from a loggers camp too. I believe she was asthmatic. Yeah. So we got her by giving her a, what's it called? I was initially going to use her as bait just to help me kill the Jabberwock, but I managed to do that on my own without needing to sacrifice her, so yeah, she's just along for the ride now. We'll probably use her at some point as a sacrificial lamb. This looks like an interesting vehicle. Let's drink that water. Let's look at the vehicle. Oh, look at those batteries, baby. Yeah, okay, so this is... yeah, unfortunately that engine is smashed to bits, but those will come in handy. Man, if I could get those all charged up, stick those on our electric vehicle back at base, now that would probably take us a while. Take us a good distance. And nothing up here. She's essentially livestock. Okay. Yeah, let's check this one. Another plastic Jerry. Alright. Oh, interesting. Looks like an apple orchard. Well, almost certainly no welding here, but it's a change of pace from the standard. Alright, let's approach it. Ooh. That thing's beat up. Alright. So far, I don't see any wasps. Oh, there are zombies here. What are the zombies? What are you guys doing? Just hanging out? I don't know. Should we bother with it? I don't see any vehicles of interest. Just a broken down looking pickup or something. Okay. This looks like a dead end over to the left. Yeah, we'll continue in this direction. Here we go. Up the road. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it before, but we're looking for welding stuff, not apple orchards. So we're not going to stop at just needless places and fight zombies for no reason. So this is interesting. Another goblin encampment. We're approaching another city. Interesting. I would say we could try clearing a city if there was like a nice hardware store, maybe like near the edge. Oh god, Migo Tower. Is that a hardware store? No, it's a coffee shop. Let me look here where we're at. Almost tempted to backtrack now. Start making my way towards the refugee center up here. It's a pretty good drive. We're roughly about here. I don't know if I can make that straight shot. If we backtrack to the river, I'd be able to take the lake and the riverways, but it's risky. This bicycle is, it's not going to be safe in the water, although it does float. I mean, those zombified sharks will be able to just eat us. right, they'll be able to swim right up alongside of me and just eat. All right. Yeah. Let's go south. Actually, I'm going to come down. There we go. Come over this way. See what we can see. Look at this. We're still at 66% fuel. Didn't we start this trip with 69? So all the driving we've done so far has only been 3% of our gasoline use. I'm telling you, these motorcycles are the way to go. This is what I should have had with Helminia, our last character. Ooh, she was that nomad. Uh-oh. Triffids. Those are only spawning because of that magic meadow, though. There's not a true Triffid grove here, I don't think. Oh my god. Alright, I'm actually curious about this area. This is a little dangerous driving next to this. It's huge. Sometimes these are still like active asteroid impacts or whatever. Alien bombardment. I don't know what it is, but... Alright, which way do we go? We want to bypass Merrimack. If we can just kind of link over here, that would be real good. Alright, let's go to the left. Take the bridge. Bridges are always nice too. Sometimes you'll get a good, like, easy to clear military blockade, which those military zombies can have food, all kinds of good stuff. What is that? Bookstore. Ooh. Oh, a dispensary. Slash'em would like that. And a clothing store, lame. It's an interesting little town, little magic place. Let's go visit that real quick. Can we do it? Yeah, it got bright all of a sudden. Alright, what do we got? Anything here? Maybe we'll find a wand. It's pretty quiet. Let's let go. Pot brownies, that's right, buddy. First thing I thought of when I saw dispensary was you and your little brownie operation. Our man Slash'em discovered one of the greatest trading items in Cataclysm. We're just going to go through here. I'm not going to loot anything that isn't magical. Necrotic gaze? That sounds like magic to me. Hot rod? Well, that's a book. I'll take the book. That book. Sweets for your child. Domino set. How big is that? Ooh, I like that. It's a very small toy or game item. Purse, $20 for pot bread. I mean, that's pretty badass, dude. Not gonna lie, that's really good. Bulliet plate? What is this? The great plates from behind the Bulliet's head have always been prized. Shield and armor making. This thing is very, very valuable. It's 480, but I don't know. It's magicalism. You take it off? Good night there, game player. Alright, this is interesting. Ooh, visceral projection? What's this? Oh, okay, it's a board game. Does not look like there's any wands of any kind, but hey, yeah, we got some interesting looking books. Visceral projection. Biomancer. Projects a spray of acrid blood and gore all around you, growing to ensnare your prey in a field of twitching, poisonous tendrils. Good God. Oh, if Worm Girl ever finds out, she'll probably nerf the brownies. Don't tell her. Never offer Worm Girl a pot brownie. Alright, let's hop back on. We are starting to get to our actual carrying capacity. I've been saying again and again, I don't want to keep looting, and then I continue to loot, but we are getting close to that. Big Meadow. Alright, let's move. We're gonna come up here, if I can maneuver through these zombie hordes. I'd like to check out this radio tower. Oh, if it was only a fire watchman's tower. Literally only ever seen one of those before. Oh, crap. Never mind. Wasps. Bloody wasp. Oh, God, I got one of them on me. All right, we're fine. Let's see. How do we get around Merrimack? I'm real nervous about going in the water here, fellas. But we might have to, at least briefly. Whoa, what was that? What a vehicle? Ooh, electric? Electric? How are these solars? A zombie dog. Can't see my location, stupid blind zombies. Let's see. Finding a free tower is near impossible. A free tower. Oh, yeah, I know. It sucks. It is kind of rare. These are pretty banged up, but they are advanced panels, so it's worth just remembering that position. Wait, let me look at the rest of the actual car. Oh my god, it has nothing. It's got like 3 broken down panels and a seat. Still though, those advanced solar panels would be nice. Alright, let's see if we can sneak around this town here. I always carry binoculars with me. The view bonus is very helpful. Sometimes explore a whole city. Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, we have a pair on our neck right now, buddy. You know it. Binocs are the best. Whoa. Holy God, those guys came out of nowhere. Alright, let me just make sure. Yep. We can float. I think we might be able to avoid it for the most part, though. Yeah, I don't want to. I love aquatic driving. You guys know me. My favorite thing to do is to work on bikes and make them seaworthy and whatnot, but not now. It's not happening. Alright, let's see. Do we go down? No, because that'll take us to New Limerick, and remember, our goal is to go north, so north it is. Let's do it. I love the way the motorcycle sounds when you get it up to those high levels of speed, like 20 miles an hour. It just starts to purr. It just starts to hum. And it handles so beautifully. I don't even want to auto drive. It's all manual driving, people. All right, what are we looking at? Oh, a mansion. And a scrapyard. Mansion's a no. We're not going to bother with the mansion. It could be cool to check out the scrapyard, maybe. I don't think I've ever found welding stuff at a scrapyard, but sometimes there are big flatbed trucks there, which are good for cannibalizing cargo spaces. I like the dump, too, you know? When I was a kid, I used to like going to the dump with my stepdad. You'd have to go, like, dump something off. Oh, this isn't... Oh, okay, this is the scrapper. Okay, it's not what I thought it was, but that's okay. At least now we know. I kind of want to follow this road real quick. I know I said we're heading north, but this looks like it dead ends. Maybe it dead ends at, like, a light industrial or something. Oh, come on. Bro, why do you make me drive that close to him? Trying not to get myself killed. Let's save it real quick. The auto move often wants to make me jump in the water and put me in danger zones. Some water spots to avoid that. Yeah, it's definitely not perfect. You start to get the hang of its little quirks and stuff, but I mean, it'll get you killed too, especially if you're careless like I am half the time. Alright, there we go. Whoa. It's an interesting little car. Looks like it's in good shape, maybe. Getting a little close to it. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Pine nuts. We're going to eat those. What's in the wallet? Oh, nothing. They really should implement a waypoint system. As in, like, you can travel from waypoint to waypoint. Yeah, that would be cool. Lame. Wait, let me look at the car. Oh, man. More storage batteries. This one only has one. I think I'll just remember it. God, if only one of these things had an engine on it. Wouldn't that be something special? Yeah, dead ends. Dead ends at a rural house. Well, we'll check it out. Sometimes these rural houses can have a lot of stuff in them. It's kind of random what you get, too. I don't foresee much in the way of welding, but I just want to peek my head in over here. Yeah, let's check this one. Got a crawler. Where? Okay, he's in the house. Swords are out, people. What? Why do I have a glow stick? I do need to use my magic more, but I'm so intent on loot right now. Finding what we need. Wait, I don't want that. Look at all these books I have. God. Alright, we're just going to do a quick search. Okay. Nope. I'll take the soda. Actually, we'll just drink it. Alright, nothing else really. Fedora robe, sleeveless fur duster. That sounds badass. No, don't step in that. Okay, back on the hog. Let's do this, Andrea. You should be able to select several points along the way, not actually end point. Would avoid my character wanting to run through the city. Well, that's true. That would be very nice. For that reason alone. I finally stored all my books in a laptop. Nice. It's satisfying, isn't it? And sold the originals. Quite a nice amount of money. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, books are great. I love books in this game. The names of the books are hilarious. The fact that you can store them in an electronic device is amazing. And then sell them like you did. So cool. You can also do it manually, too, as people will often point out. You can like copy them on paper, put the books in binders, and then sell the books. I don't really know what the benefit of that would be over. I guess if you're just going for a pure like no electricity run, you don't want to worry about having to like charge up a laptop. All right, so we're free. Let's break out into this field, see what's what. We're just very loosely heading towards, what's it called? The Refugee Center. Can you sell the copies you read? That's a good question. I don't know. I've never tried it. Alright, well, don't go in the water like that. What the hell is that route? Can't be fried by EMP shock enemies. Oh, don't hit the rock. Dear God, don't hit the rock. Hello? Break this person's window. What if they're home? Whoops, I just broke your window and let myself in your house. And I said whoops, like I didn't do it intentionally. Food! Edvar, it says on occasion people teleport into radioactive pools that ruin your electronics. I don't know who would do something that stupid. I tend to keep my laptop at base. What a crappy little house. Clean water. I did get some food out of it, so I guess it wasn't that crappy. God, they had nothing but healthy stuff, though. Pickled veg, raw veg, tofu. Jeez. Get some chips up in this mother. Nice loot. It's good food. We needed a little food break here. Alright, there's no boat here. Wait, look at this. This lake is just a square. What the hell? That's weird. Okay, so let's go to that. Oh, look, there's another one just to the south. Like I said, we can drive out into this lake. God, it's so big, dude. There's definitely zombie sharks in this. I'm gonna get killed doing this. So we just have to keep driving. We cannot stop. I cannot stop in this water. Let me look at where we're headed. I mean, we're actually getting kind of close to it. Yeah, look, it's right there. There's our destination. We're right here. If I can, and I can see the edge of the lake is like right here, I think. Yeah, so if I can just, or maybe if we just go across to like this location, that's good too. We just got to spend as little time in this water as we can, people. I don't know if anybody's not aware, there's zombified bull sharks in the water. Zombie shark, do 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 do. All right, let's go. And I think our maximum in the lake is 13. No, it's, yeah, 13 is like the maximum. Cloudy with the chance of Sharknado. I'm just driving, people. I don't even care. Don't touch me, sharks. There ain't no zombie sharks on me. Ooh, man. All right, we're just putt-putting right across the waves. Whoever I mean, you can make certain vehicles amphibious, sure, right? Absolutely. A motorcycle? No, 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 no. Then you're just basically talking about a wave runner. I don't even want to stop to look at my map right now. Oh, we have so much more to go. My base is in a city and some fungal, overgrew some houses next to me and would be at my base if I hadn't set everything on fire. Now you're just fighting fire now, Greg. That's terrible, bro. Yeah, those fungal invaders can be a real pain in the butt to deal with, dude. I once set my base up in a mansion, and I was all proud of myself. I think it was the first mansion I ever cleared, but there was like a fungal infection to the south of it. It was bad. That's true. There's less rocks out here, Bart. I mean, it's definitely easier going. I could just auto drive too. Quit telling me about stuff. If it ain't about a zombie shark, I don't want to hear about it. And if it is about a zombie shark, I don't want to hear about it. God, look how far out into the water those zomboids go. It's hard to tell we're even driving sometimes. There's no reference point. Except for my little farts of smoke. Oh, we're doing it, though. We are driving, people. We probably have like 16,000 sharks. Oh, God. It just said you heard monsters. Just drive. I mean, what else can I do? Yeah, I was going to say we've probably got a whole bunch of sharks like on my tail. Because what happens is you won't see them until they start attacking you, or until you like get up onto the land again. I bet you when we get on the land there's a bunch of sharks. There's an antifungal druid spell. Sorry, I had to take my headset off for a second. There's an there we go. It gets rid of the terrain. Oh, that's interesting, Edvard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do like I always go with the Magus, Magus, Storm Shaper. At some point, I'm going to have to do like a Druid Earth Shaper run or something. I bet you they got some really cool spells. All right, I'm a little nervous now getting back up on the land here. Oh, there's also a Kelvinus antifungal spell called Fireball. All right, here we go. All right, we're fine. We're fine, people. Why were you guys so paranoid about sharks? But guess what? I'm gonna literally have to get right back in the water here in a moment. Damn it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, we got a big city to the north. Oh, great. Giant wasp. Oh! Oh my god. I was expecting my bike to crash out again. Dear God. Wait, we didn't lose our flotillas, did we? No, we're good. And as long as you aren't Biomancer, you can learn drive. I don't think we went with Biomancer yet. But that's a good point. Oh, look. Radio tower, should we? Don't go near the wasps. Let's just look at this tower. Check the tower. Okay. I think we're okay. Marginally. Out of the way. Poles. Yay. Was that the first tower we've been to? Oh. Thought that was the forge at first. What is that exactly? Is that a hospital or a regional school? It's a hospital. Alright. Well, I don't see anything super interesting here. So yeah, we're going to need to... I probably could roll through this way. There's... Oh, wow. Look how many zombies there are right here in the heart of Stratham. But I might also just go zoop right around and like link up here. And then we're almost home free. We just got to get past North Hero. And I'm also tempted to hit the road too, because I mean the thing about water is easy travel when there aren't sharks, but there's also no loot, you know. Like going along the road, we might come across like a light industrial or something interesting. It's a tough choice. It does appear to have like there might be enough clearance between the city and this road to do it. Right here. It's gonna be tough. There's gonna be a tight squeeze right there, though. This place could be packed with zombies. Let's just go. We can always turn around if we need to. You know, we can always turn tail and run away. Oh, slash him if you're still here. Remember that book you recommended, written by the same author as Watership Down? I've forgotten the title of it now, but I did put it on my wish list too, buddy. So I'm gonna check that one out for sure. I know my Audible membership is currently canceled, but occasionally, yeah, Shark Dick. Occasionally, I will renew it every once in a while when they offer like a good 50% off sale. So yeah, I'll pick that one up for sure, buddy. I'm always looking for interesting books, and as I mentioned that previous stream when you brought it up, Watership Down was one of my favorites growing up. I love that book. Actually, recently, now I say recent, it was probably within the last 2 years, watched the animated movie for, where am I going? For Watership Down. And it was good. The book was better, but, you know. Let's see, okay. We're doing okay. Just pay attention a little bit more. This would have been an easy little drive through the countryside. Watch out for trees. Is there 2 maps up here? Hold on. Look at this. There's 2 maps. A book about cute little bunnies, perfect for children. I mean, listen, it's got some gruesome points in it, moments and whatnot, but it is a good book for kids. It is. I think we... Oh, hold on. Crawling zombie in there. This looks like that one house that will have the underground bug out shelter, our Last Man on Earth shelter. You know what I'm talking about? But it's usually in this room. Yeah, this is that building. There's just nothing here. The movie was a little traumatic for you. Yeah, it's well done animation. There's just nothing here. It's up to zombie. Alright, let's get back on our bike. What am I doing? Trying to get to the refugee center. God, it's funny. I don't think I've ever had a playthrough, where, like, I was determined to find welding stuff, and I ended up just going to the refugee center instead of, like, actually finding it. Usually I get pretty lucky with that stuff. I mean, hell, I think with Helminia, my last character, we had a vehicle up and working by, like, the second day. I didn't actually have welding stuff that early, but we still did manage to get it fairly early. Let's drink that. Hey, Andrea, would you like some mineral water? Oh, too late. It's gone. Nothing for you, Andrea. Andrea is the female version of Doyle. Alright. I like earlier game players said that I'm psychotic for mistreating my NPCs. Little do they know. Wait, what was that back there? Didn't mark it. Oh. Hello. Hello, you lovely little vehicle. You look like you're in good shape. 2 electrical motors. Got no batteries on it. Oh, holy crap. It's got no batteries. But if it did, we couldn't drive it. Wait, it's got drive-by-wire controls. Oh, okay, yeah. We could drive this. Remind me to protest heavily if you ever want to name an NPC after me. What are you talking about, Consoles? You were the next character. So... It does have a security system. That's right, Hanny. Good call. And we do not have the capabilities to deal with that through conventional means. So we're going to have to do what we like to call percussive maintenance on it. Because this is too nice of a vehicle. I'm almost tempted to take the battery out of the truck, or out of the motorcycle, and just pop that in there. But if you take out the storage battery, you'll get smaller. Wait, really? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, holy crap. So, can I just put those right back? I don't even need to haul them. We're close enough. So do those just go right back in? Holy snap. And they're in they're in perfect condition, bro. Good call, Edvard. Look at the motors on this thing. It's going to be charged up in no time. I mean, they call them medium storage. It's still good capacity, though. You treat your PCs at least a little better than your NPCs. So, we've got to deal with the security system. But like I said, we have a way. Let's grab our aluminum baseball bat, and we smash. And the hope, of course, here... Okay, crap, I just smashed the dashboard. It's random. Wait, try starting it first. The red wire always starts the engine. Try to smash the alarm. Can I just keep doing that? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, it stopped. Sorry about that. Boy, that was pretty obnoxious. Oh, bro, I thought all the solar panels disappeared on it. Sorry about that, guys. Apologize. Hold on. Still going. It's says you damaged the controls. The alarm stops. I got news for you. The alarm didn't stop. Okay, now it stopped. Trigger the alarm. Huh. Anti-streamer alarm. Alright, I'm turning the sound back up, but hopefully I prefer to play muted anyway. Crap. Everything in here is really bad shape too. Maybe we should just return to it. Remember the vehicle position. I need to get a 4-4. So I need electronics to 4, and I need mechanics to 4. We're not far from just being able to literally just remove it on our own, with our own skill. Maybe we'll leave it for now. But that's a real potential vehicle. And the good news is, it's not far from... Did I mark it? Yeah. It's not far from the refugee center, relatively speaking. Ooh, that's nice. I've never driven one of these, I don't think. One of these, like, pure electric vehicles with all these badass advanced solar panels on it. I imagine they're pretty delicate, though. Man, that thing looks like it'll shatter if a wasp breathes on it. Oh, do we turn and go to the state park? No. State parks are the worst. There's a couple, like, locations that I just hate because they never have any good loot. State parks is one of them. See, raid some bookstores and libraries with enough books of knowledge. That's true. That's true, buddy. Actually, hold on. I think all we're missing is electronics. I think we have a book that takes our vehicle. Well, we have a book that will take it up to 4 at least. I don't know about electronics, though. Oh, this looks like an interesting vehicle. Got a big old engine on it. 2.8 liter V6. This could be a cool one to, like, strip and rebuild, but yeah, we don't have the right materials for that at the moment. So let's eat some delicious pine nuts. Mechanics to 6 was there, so yeah, electronics is needed, yeah. You know what, too? I actually have a soldering iron, and we're gonna go buy some solder. So if I manage to, like, disassemble some sort of electronics equipment, we'll be able to practice our electronics. Because, like, whenever you go to the practice menu, there's couple things for electronics. There's one, electronics soldering. Yeah, this will raise your electronics skill. But you need the soldering iron, which I have. A little bit of solder. Yeah, see, we can start to practice it too once we get up here. Oh, dairy farm. Let's go look. I always scope out the dairy farms, you know, as potential food sources and whatnot. See any zombie cows here? Oh. There's cows here. You know what else is here? Oh. Oh. Ah. It's all busted up. Look at these wheels, though. 20-inch off-road motorbike wheels. Damn, I want a quad bike. Quad bike, if someone were to offer me a road roller or like a fully repaired quad bike, I don't know. It'd be a tough choice for me. I don't know which one I would take necessarily, because I really like a good quad bike. Yeah, that quad bike is amazing. I've had one in a playthrough. In a previous playthrough, I had a quad bike. Only once. I know, shame about the state of it. Those wheels, too. God, I would take just the wheels. So this is amazing. We have a fresh farm, and it's not that far from the refugee center. This could be our base right here. We're still going to need to get up there. So we'll just say save cows. Yeah, this could be our base. We could set up a little charcoal operation, have some smokers going nearby. Yeah, this is good. This is a good spot. No reason we can't make one. That's true, Edvard. That's very true, buddy. Well, actually, the reason we can't make one is everybody say it with me now. Welding equipment. That's what it's all about. All right, so the road is leading us to North Hero. We've got pretty straight shooting if we get around North Hero, but I'm also curious about this. Maybe we could just straight up go through. Oh, you guys see what I see? What's this? Cash money? The Magic Forge of Wonders. Right next to our base. Yeah, that's our base right there. It's going to be our base. I'm going to name the cows. They're all going to get names. That is the forge. Hell yeah, bro. That's super duper. Super close. Oh, no snaps. Look, there's a home improvement superstore just up the road, too. North Hero, you're my new hero. Damn. Damn. I don't even need to, like, go to the refugee center anymore, do I? Now we just need to search around. You know, Hanny, that's a good point. You mentioned that. Or no, I'm sorry. Who said it? Consolus, we did find the forge. So in stable, there's multiple forges. There's probably multiple forges in experimental too, but unstable, for whatever reason, it does seem like you find them more often. And you can find them fairly close together too. So there is another forge right there that we previously found. Yep. But I mean, just the fact that we have this one right next to our base and right next to a little town that we can get a bunch of loot from. I mean, I don't need to say it. You guys understand. Experimental, the forge is unique. Thank you, Edvard. So the forge is unique and experimental, not in stable, though. The Orc Village could provide us with a source of income if we clear it. Oh, there's 2 Orc Villages. Yeah, we can get a bunch of long swords. Those sell for a decent amount. Oh, bro, I thought that was a racetrack at first. Maybe it is. No, it's a campground. Could be an interesting, like, RV at the campground or something. We'll check that out later. Oh, an elf workshop. There's the forge. Or not the forge. There's the refugees right there, bro. They're so close. This is amazing. I don't have a lot to trade with them right now, but... Oh, shoot. Shoot. Well, actually, this might take us over there. I might start a forest fire. At some point. Depending, we got to kind of scope out how far I've got to travel to get to this place, but... Well, the good news is you don't need to go to the refugee center that often. It's much more convenient to have the forge, like, right next to our base like that than it is the refugees. I'll do maybe 2 visits to the refugee center and just take a whole bunch of stuff and trade with them. Another freaking state park, bro. Elf workshops can be a little dangerous, if you remember. They're certainly creepy as all hell, I'll tell you that much. Santa Claus, I think there's a reason Santa lives in the North Pole, and it's because the elves, if he were to move into like a normal, nice neighborhood with those freaky little elves with him, people would call the cops on his ass. So he has to seclude himself. Ooh, there's an engine on the ground. Hold on. What's that? I like that. 4.5 liter V8 engine just hanging out. Really? That's a gas, right? 4.5 liter? That's gas. Liter V8. That's a muscle. But hey, free anvil. That's true. And Demon Forge, too. I guess I should probably put what it is. Engine. Yeah, we might come back and utilize that. Another thing we can do is disassemble it. If I need like a drive belt or something, or some other parts or something, we can take that apart. Wait, there's a military blockade there? Are there vehicles right there? Oh shit, there's a Migo. Yeah, let's have the Migo fight the soldiers real quick. Come here. Come here, Miko. Wait. Oh, that was the military thing. Damn it. Damn it, Miko. How dare you. Had the Migo clear the gas station for us. Get out of my way, birds. I hate elves. Find Christmas movies really creepy. Yeah, they're creepy. Yeah, you know, in like Tolkien's lore, he idolized the elves, made them like immortal, beautiful creatures and stuff. And of course, so much of like modern fantasy relies on Tolkien. Doesn't rely on it. He was just such a formative writer, you know, for so many people who currently write in fantasy and have since him. So, you know, there's this tendency for elves to be beautiful, dreamlike creatures, but I also find it interesting when franchises, whether it's, you know, video games or novels, treat them in a different way, whether they're hideous monsters or what was the game where elves are they're like a slave race. What was it? It's a real popular game. Dragon's Age. I believe that the elves in Dragon's Age are like slaves. Or they were slaves, but they were recently, I can't remember the exact lore of it, but something like that. Yeah, so I like that. Also, it's interesting when, you know, you kind of tweak dwarven lore, too. Alright, so it's a bit of a drive to go all the way around this. I'm going to keep trying to poke at these, like, fields, see if maybe we can find a shortcut. If I could find a nice, just field way, we'll take that. Also, ooh, this is getting closer and closer. In the Witcher universe, elves are also discriminated against. Yeah, it's an interesting take on it. Oh, there's fungoids over here. Ooh, damn. Looks like the forest ends. Yeah, it's an interesting take. You know, again, it's very much like it's the opposite of kind of how Tolkien dealt with his elves. Like, they were basically the lords of Middle-earth. Although if you read the Silmarillion, you'll know that the dwarves actually were created before the elves, but it was done in secret, and they were hidden. But still, Pratchett's elves are an interesting turn too. Remind me, Payne, how does Pratchett deal with elves? In the Discworld series? I remember dwarves in the Discworld series. I don't remember a lot of elven characters, though. I have to reread maybe some of those books. I haven't read all of his books in the series. I hate it when those crystal outcroppings are in the middle of a forest. They're all villains. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, Pratchett was definitely a creative guy. I love Terry Pratchett's work. Henny says, in The Witcher, once I did an evil run where I wanted to be the biggest bastard ever and made everyone hate me. Yeah, those are fun kind of runs. Okay, we might be onto something over here. Let's see, even in Tolkien, the elves were leaving Middle-earth. That's a good point. That's a good point, my friend. And, like, yeah, there was a handful of elves who were willing to stay behind, like Arwen and stuff. But you're right. Most of the elves were just like, we're out. Peace. See you later, humans. Little hobbits. But they weren't necessarily just leaving because of Sauron's rise. Like, what was the real motivation for them returning? I can't remember now, but I did enjoy the Silmarillion. It's almost like a history, but I like history, you know, it's a fun subject. Alright, we made it. Yeah, there's a bit of a shortcut if we go up and around. So I was thinking of maybe starting a forest fire. Let's go down. Everybody knows what's in the refugee center, so let's go down below it and see what's down here. We're gonna have to post up for a couple days by this refugee center and figure out somewhere to do some looting. We've got a little bit of trading material with us, but probably not enough to get as much as I want. Hold on, let's go down. Oh, let's save it real quick. Dragokin. Oh shit, the pyro wanted to start pyro again. Thanks for reminding me. Dry balls clearly aren't enough. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for dropping in the stream, my friend. Consola says, don't remember it much as well, but I guess elves were kind of exhausted as a people after all the wars in the Second Age. I feel like there was some reason specifically why they were returning, but they said something like in the movies. Obviously the movies kind of stick out in my mind more than anything else, but they just make a couple passing remarks to it. You know, they're not really. Oh, I still haven't. Oh my god, I still haven't picked up a proper freaking lighter yet. Walking around as a pyro. Can I just set these bushes on fire? No. Alright, we gotta smash it. Flint and steel, it's good to have, obviously in a pinch, but I need a proper lighter. Honestly, I need a freaking flamethrower. Wait a second. Oh, we've got this fire spark too. Does that count? Demoralizing food. Calm down. You ate a protein bar. It's the apocalypse, alright? It's gonna happen from time to time. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Spark. I don't know if that actually counts, but we'll find out. I know, sadly, like, if you're a pyro and you're craving fire, throwing a Molotov will not satisfy. It does not. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I should test that again, too. We got orc villages aplenty over here. Yeah, no, wait a second. Why can't I just go right here? Oh, hell, this is open. Oh, yeah, we can easily travel. And there's orc villages all over the place. There's literally like 3 or 4 of them right here. What did we just drive by? And the goblin encampment. Alright, so... Oh, there's dogs over here. What are you dogs doing? Quit fussing with those corpses. The loot belongs to me, dogs. You can have the bodies. I just want the goodness. Aspirin, that's what I want. Fire spark should act like a lighter. All right, we'll test it for sure. Yeah, better luck with goblins and orcs. Do I have a Molotov? I've got one. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hop back on the bike. This is awesome though. So that is definitely our base, 100%. And there's still so much to explore. Let's go back to the refugees real quick, because like I said, I do have a full basket on my little bicycle. Hey, mini mongoose. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thanks for dropping in today. Playing some Cataclysm, but you know, as soon as this is over, actually, I'm gonna order some food and start working on the multiplayer server. Start putting together a mod list. That's right. Should have that multiplayer server up in a couple of days. Tuesday's the day. But thanks for dropping in. It's good to see you again. How you feeling? Let's see. All right. Let's move right up in there. This is why having a motorcycle is great. Oops. Got off track there a little bit. Hit the bush. Well, what the hell, bro? You can't turn all of a sudden? I'm going to wreck this bike as soon as we get here. Alright, that's good enough. Another negative test. Good, 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 good. I'm very glad to hear that. Yeah. You stay vigilant. Hopefully you can get out ahead of it and not have to worry. Well, we ended up with a lot of stuff, actually, didn't we? Alright, so some of the stuff I'm not going to trade them, but for one thing, do we have our zone set up? No, I don't. Alright, so let's set up... I do have a zone set up. Why is it not working? Let's add a P zone for unload. Exit. Save. Y. Go. No. No. There. All right, very excited for the multiplayer server. Hope I get time Tuesday to join. Well, for sure, my friend. I guarantee you too that with the start of the new server, if you can't join right away on Tuesday, don't worry because there's going to be plenty of people on after that, in the coming days and weeks and stuff. So that's good news. Yeah, you joined up as kind of at the end of our current server, but when we first started the one we've got now, yeah, there was always some people on constantly, all hours of the day and night. So hopefully it'll be like that again. All right, let me drop all my extraneous stuff. Oh my god, why does he do that? All right. Yeah, I've got a bunch of books still. Let me read these books real quick. You should have some time off. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. I work on Tuesday, but then when I get off on Tuesday, I'm gonna immediately launch the server, and then I think I've got the next 2 days off after that. So I'll have to double check my schedule. But yeah, everyone's starting fresh with dirt holes in the ground. That's true, but man, you'll be amazed. We do have some really talented builders. Some people get their stuff up and running real quick. All right, so let's haul all this stuff. I'm just going to move it right on in. Yeah, I'm excited. I wonder how many people are going to play during European evenings. Good question, Consolus. Again, just comparing it to when the server was originally launched, there's quite a few Europeans who are part of the group and our community and stuff. I don't know if a lot of them are still going to be interested in playing. One of them, Matt's great dude, really cool guy. He works like crazy hours. Like he works for like 2 weeks at a time, and then he'll have like 2 weeks off. So if he's off work, then you can be sure he'll be on pretty much 24 hours. Let's see. Okay, let's talk to Snake. Where's Snake? Talk to Smokes. That's her name. We'll see. I can build good looking stuff, but last time I managed to set up a big stone house in 5 days. Nice, Consolus. Awesome. Same here from Belgium. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Matza's from Finland. Matza's Finland, I think. No, he wasn't Finnish. Norway. Mats is from Norway. That's right. That's right. All right. So yeah, we talked about his king and stuff. It was really interesting learning about like the Norwegian political system and stuff. Really found that conversation fascinating. All right. So yada yada. Just let me trade with you. That's all I care about. All right. We're gonna put everything up because I'm just gonna buy. Bye. Keep those. Few things I'll be keeping. Food probably going to be a keeper. Most of the medicine will be kept, but I will be selling things like cigarettes and straight up drugs. I can't believe how cheap like actual hardcore drugs are. Could I like some company while playing? Absolutely, Consolus, absolutely. And I mean there are some American players too who will just play at all hours of the day and night as well. You know how it is. Sometimes you get addicted. Dead Flare, Domino Set. Arc Welders. Norway is a really interesting country. Their immigration laws are quite wild. Belgians usually dislike talking about their king, really? I don't, yeah, I'm a big student and follower of American politics, which is a god awful nightmare. But so I'm very interested in just other people's political systems and stuff, especially like monarchies. It's really interesting to me. Let's see, freaking Austrians had some bad habits. Let's see, I can't come up with any nice house design stuff. Are you kidding, Minnie? That house design you had was amazing. Oh, I do have welding goggles. That house you made, the kitty cat house, is amazing. I guess I'll sell my multifunction quiver. Wristwatch. Okay, these are my items worn. Wow, I only ended up with $73. Well, good news is an arc welder's pretty cheap. Do we need a drill? Oh, I have the hand drill. What's this? 2 drilling? We're fine. What's that do? 3 drilling. How much is it? Yeah, I kind of want one. Alright, let's see. Bolt cutters, no. The reciprocating saw would be nice, but not yet. I have a hacksaw. Oh, old Greg still on 1.20. Does expanded foods work with 1.21? No. Got to iron, but can't find the treasure merchant anywhere, so I was thinking of restarting. It does not, Greg. In fact, expanded foods and culinary artillery, I that was what I was waiting on before upgrading the server. And the latest that I heard from one of the developers of that mod is it could be weeks, maybe even a month or more before it's both of the mods are fully updated to 1.21, just because it's a lot of work and obviously they have other jobs and stuff and whatnot. But I'm sad to say that's the case, but it is. But what we're doing with our server is we're just going to start without those. This is why we're doing a full restart, in fact, is mainly because of those two mods. And then we're going to just add them later, unfortunately, whenever they're done. Currently going through the Copper Age. Summer is almost over and just got some leather. Good job. Deer freaking fast. Most doesn't try. Deer are fast. Very hard to hunt. All right, so I'd love to get... I'm just going to grab as much welding wire as she'll let me have for 40 bucks, I guess, here. Just letting this count up here real quick, guys. Alright. Getting close to the end. Don't want to go over. Alright, good enough. So, it's not everything we need, but it's a start. That's good, too. I don't care about your dialogue. And we managed to get most of our junk sold. Pick all that up? Not quite. No. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of books. Let's take these back to the bike. Most of this is gonna stay. Gotta do a little inventory management. I don't care about the liquids. Actually quite shocked by just how much this basket can actually hold. Alright, let's put our books in there. Wait, how do I sort this? Category. Alright, yeah, I want that in there. The jeans. For the first time ever, I didn't have to pull my hair up for bees. Chickens and boars in co-op. Bees are something I struggled with too when I first started playing. I mean, they're tough to find them. There's actually a mod devoted to helping players find bees. It's called Buzzwords. Alright, so now I'm just loading it up. And we're full. Alright, did I put some bottles or something? Okay, so let me see what we can grab here from the floor. Try and grab all the food and water. Wow, how was I able to carry all this? Can't believe this all fit. Okay, we got a bunch of junk here. Okay, this is perfect. I actually want that glass bottle. Alright, so that's trash. We'll just move that over to the side. Let me just double check it. Steel bottle, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so we're good to go. Everything we've got on us is our stuff. We don't have any more trading stuff. Start up the old Viper. We're down to 60% fuel on this baby, but that's perfect. This thing lasts forever. Alright, let's get back to our base. We got some chores we got to take care of down at the cattle farm. Before we can safely start clearing the area, looking for loot and exploring and stuff, doing some serious trading, we've got to make sure our cows are safe and secure. And we'll go introduce ourselves to the forge or something. I'm actually curious about what Valzane is selling right now. Let me look at my inventory. I've only got like 8 denaries on me. Yeah, we won't worry about that yet. I was going to go over there and check and see what she was selling, but yeah. Alright, let's see. You found bees, but they were far away and wouldn't go in the skep before winter hit. Oh no. That's terrible. Wonder if orcs will fight the gobbies. That's a good question. I don't know, Edvard. That's a good question. They're close enough, though. We could try it. What I wouldn't give for a quad hopper. Or quad bike, whatever the hell it's called. Quad bike and a road roller. What? I just rolled right past it. Whoopsie. I was over here dreaming of quad bikes. Alright, so I should be able to pull my bike right in there, actually. We'll just park right here. Andrea, stay where you're at. Don't move. Alright, not enough looting. Are you taking all cigarettes and stuff? No, not at the moment. We will. In the multiplayer server, I'll provide free scaps for everybody. That's nice of you. Yeah, we did kind of specialize labor. Oh, and acetylene torch. Are you freaking kidding me? There's welding stuff in this house. There's a torch in this house. Oh my god, that's funny. But, what was I going to say? Oh, the server. Yeah, we did specialize labor in the first, iteration of the server, and it really helped, Like, me just focused on feeding people, while some people just focused on, like, making charcoal. It's really helpful. Let's see, bundles. We'll smash it. I think we disable it. Wait. I'm trying to get... Oh, that's long cordage rope. Oh, that's actually kind of rare. Wait a second. I want to disassemble that. Oh, I think I know what I do. Disassemble. There we go. Alright, that's it. Give me that. Blacksmithing, smithing is your favorite activity? Get out of there. Well, I can tell you that Nitra was the server blacksmith the first time around, but he was constantly in demand. So blacksmith is one of the most in-demand jobs on the server, or will probably be. It just depends on how many people stick around, and stuff. But last time I played Beehive Kiln was just a mod. Really? Dear God, is the vanilla one. I know. The vanilla one's like... It's definitely like a late game building, but it's I don't know. I almost don't see why you would need it on anything but a multiplayer server, It's crazy just how much stuff it can fit. I mean, I guess if you want to change the color of your stuff, that would be a reason to use it, but otherwise, I would just make pit kilns if I was single player. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to tame every one of these gosh darn cows. Then I'm going to lead them by the leash into here, and then we're going to tie them down so they don't move, essentially. So I'm going to need some more rope. And I got to do it to every one of these cows. This is the best way to do this. If there's a freaking Migo that wanders through here, or a zombie or something, they're going to go right after the cows. And another super annoying thing is, if we live in this house and you've got cows walking around, you'll constantly be getting interrupted by footsteps. If you're like reading in your house with all the windows closed and the cows walk by, it'll be like, interruption. You hear footsteps. Do you want to stop reading? It's kind of annoying, so I highly recommend you tame and restrain your cows. It's a little tedious, takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Nope, damn it. Okay, good. Lead. This is usually something I would probably do off stream because it's... Oh, shit. What? Why did they go hostile to me? The cows are hostile right now. I must have gotten too close to one of these dudes. That's what happens if you get too close to one of the calves. The cows will go hostile. I just barricaded myself in this spot. There's no way to get out either. I think that they will eventually settle down. Go settle down, cow. Yeah. Okay, there they go. I should instead of you're gonna kill me, are you? I should try and just feed cattle fodder to all these dudes before I start leading them. Because if you tame them, they won't do that. Yeah, if you tame them, you can walk right up to the calves, and it's no big deal. But even non-zombified cows will murder your ass if you get close to their calves. Alright, so I just want to come up to all these with... Oh! Whoopsie. Accidentally attacked that cow for 8 damage. Be careful around your cows, people. Be a responsible cow owner. Unlike me, do the opposite. By the way, premise survival makes resin, so it does. It makes it a little bit too easy, doesn't it? I think wild farming, which is something we had on the server as well, also made resin like super obsolete. Well, I'm kind of used to everything. Let's see how well specialization will work. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You know, you can go off and just live as a hermit if you so choose. Alright, I think we can safely bundle these guys now. Now I'm just taming all the little ones. God, there's so many of them, too. This is enough meat for a lifetime here, people. Quit running from me. I'm your proper master. You will submit. Good. All right. And now we will attach a leash. Yeah, I never tried to lead 2 of them. Maybe we can lead 2. Leading 1 is often hard enough. Here we go. Yeah, the scoring of the pine trees, I think that's from the wild farming, isn't it? Or is that primitive survival? One of the ones we currently have on the server, I think, allows you to score. I think that's what it was. Or something. Tie. How do you handle trading? Is there a channel in Discord? I haven't looked. Oh, you mean trading on the server itself? Yeah, there is a marketplace or a trading channel specifically for Vintage Story multiplayer trading. Yep. 100%, buddy. Attach the leash. Use the cordage. Grab the leash. Lead him. Lead him to the promised land. Oh, these are little cows for the slaughter. Tying them up nice and safe in this barn. It won't cause us any problems. Shortcut. Oh, there's so many steps to do this. Another reason why I don't want to mess with a horse, for instance. Horses, you got to go through all these options. That's the building you use for cow storage. Heck yeah. It's got all the food they could ever want, but they don't need it. Because they're not real. Oh, there's a lot of cows here, though, people. There's what? 3, 6, 7, 8 more to go. Let's just look in the house real quick. So what I usually do for these places, because you can't, the doors are all locked, and I don't really feel like spending the time to pick this lock. Maybe we'll try it once or twice. That's the cows. No. So what I will do is I will break the window in the bathroom, because then you can close the door, and you can just, we could board this up too. But if we grab these, oops, boom, there we go. So we've kind of blocked it off, and now we can just climb out the window whenever we need to get in and out. So let's loot this place. Oh, somebody had some illicit substances. We got a torch, a glow stick, a steak knife, a little bit of foods, a little bit of hard seltzer. Somebody's having a party up in here. Phase in. Well, I should have phased in. Damn it, you're right. I didn't think about that, Edvard. That would have worked. Most likely. Yeah, I need to just be phasing constantly just to use up my mana. Just like practice it. Because that spell uses up quite a bit of mana. Just want to empty out that mana pool. Alright, there we go. Although, by the way, there are enemies that can push bookcases away after opening the door. I didn't say it was foolproof. I just said you can, for peace of mind, you know. All right, let's attach the leash and lead the cow. Just makes me feel more secure. Okay, and tie it on down. Yeah, this is a pretty sweet setup. Aram's gonna have some fun. What do you think? Do we go and hit up North Hero first? I think that's what we should do. We should scope out that little town. I mean, it's got a hardware superstore. That's amazing. I mean, I just spent a bit of money on welding equipment, but that could have all the welding stuff we ever needed. Oh, okay, that one's already got a leash. Let's say today, again, did something fairly stupid and chose to take a nap in the hut where the star vampire lived. I think some things also live there. Could be. Could be. There's a lot of crazy stuff that lives in this game. Okay, we got more cows going. Attach a leash. That long cordage rope is going to be really great for us because it will allow us to do a full butchery on these guys, which is going to be so important to get the maximum amount of meat from them, obviously. Get a couple more ropes. I thought these things all contained short cordage rope, but I guess apparently some of them can be tied together with long cordage. It's good to know for the future. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, attach a leash. Short. Lead. Yeah, the next step actually, if we've got enough food, what I should do, and we also need a shovel. Ooh, I might have to make a digging stick. Do I have an entrenching tool? Yeah, I do. Okay, never mind. We do have a shovel. We're going to have to make some charcoal pits and some smokers, because we're going to start dehydrating our own meat. Obviously, the point of setting up here at this place is for food. So we want to get that operation going as soon as possible. So I think before we do any looting, that'll be the next big thing we do. Because once we get some charcoal going and we can start to dehydrate meat, we can just leave that and go about town. Attach. Short. Got one more. Yeah, true. I had to... Wait. Deconstructing produces long ones? Wait. Deconstructing? Oh, is that what you're saying? Maybe it does instead of smashing. Let's try that, actually. That's a good point. I didn't think about that, because I have been just smashing them. B. Can I butcher it? No. But I did deconstruct one, didn't I? Oh, bro, that was right, Wind. Good call, dude. So that's what I was doing wrong in my solo world. Because I was like desperately searching for a long rope. And I was like, I know that I've found them on bales before, but... Okay, but that's huge. So playing Unreal World, I persistence hunted an elk until I got right up next to it while it was breathless, then tried to zoom out and went to sleep, Edvard. No, dude, no. That's awful. That is so bad, bro. I hear ya. I've made that kind of mistake myself. Alright, we got all our cows situated. Oh, damn it. Got all our cows situated. That's a beautiful thing. I love it. We looted our little house. This is our new home here. Andre is still not allowed to come inside, though. She has to sleep out here because I don't care about her. You should get your NPC to cut down trees. Say, oh, that's brilliant, bro. I need you to come with me. Wait, are we near the forest? All right, so let's go scope out where we're going to be building our charcoal pits and stuff. And I'm going to be just picking up rocks as we go. Also, I'm going to wield my aluminum bat. Will you get over here, you daffy broad? What is she doing? So she said bye. It says you tell she begins to follow you, and then she says bye. What the frick, dude? I'm gonna strangle you, Andrea. What are you doing? Ugh, I don't understand why she's acting this way. Old Greg says, you tried Unreal World again after years. The first elk I saw got away because I waited instead of zooming out. It's a common problem, my friends. It happens to the best of us. NPCs can be useful if you handle them right. I have mind reading skill books all the time. Yeah, this one is about to get clubbed with my bat. I don't know what she's doing. Are you going to follow me, or... She's just going to sit down there and skits out. Well, yeah, NPCs can be great if the ones you have aren't mentally challenged. Hanny says, if I try in Real World now, I'll have to relearn the game because I haven't played for years. I know what you mean. It is kind of like riding a bike, though, but occasionally there are those slip-ups where instead of zooming out, you'll lay down for a nice little rest, which is very frustrating. All right, so let's see. We've got trees over here. Typically, I find it best to set up my charcoal separate from the smokers. I don't want them super close to each other. This is good. This is fine. All right, so... Really? Really? Why not? Oh. What am I carrying? Just drop the liquid, dude. Tired of you asking me that. Oh, I've got all this food on me. Okay. And I spilled the liquids. So, let's come back over. I gotta drop all this crap. Just carrying around. There's a bunch of rocks, though. That's good news. Yeah, you just continue to do that, Andrea. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want you to do. All right, I'm just gonna move all my stuff right in here. Let's grab the rocks that I just dropped. And give me that long cordage rope. Wait, didn't I have rocks? What? There. Okay. Andrea? I knew there was a reason I never told you to get off that stupid bicycle. Let's see, maybe place the charcoal close to the trees. Not sure what's easier to transport, the charcoal or the logs. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to put our charcoal right over here. Let's put it down so it's even with the... Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Okay. So, ow. I don't have enough. We'll just drop the rocks here. Let's go break some more. No, that one's not going to break. It's these little... This is what we want to break. Let's see, what is it? It's noon. We're getting hungry. Well, this baseball bat really does the trick, though. I like it. Alright, this is about good. This is where I dropped the water. There it is. Charcoal kiln. Nice. Our first one. Yeah, look at that. We got an achievement for it. I don't think we can build two, so let's drop the rocks here. Good, just 7 rocks left. Yeah, and then I'll place, like, my smokers will be just, like, up here to the north a little bit. Not too far, but far enough that we don't have to inhale smoke every time we come over here to, like, refill our charcoal. I've made the mistake before of putting, like, my smokers right next to the charcoal kilns, and the smokers are annoying because they put off, like, billowing clouds of smoke everywhere. But ultimately, you need them. Gotta have them. This is good. There's a lot of rocks around here. Some are louder than others. Alright, so let me mark this. We'll say... It's not far, but sometimes I get lost. I get lost easily. Having them outside your reality bubble is better for sleeping too. That's true. That's true. Because the smoke will slow down the processing of the game. Now, usually I start with 3. Alright, we're very thirsty now. Let me see. Do we have rocks? What? Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna have to fill those up tomorrow in the morning because it's 7 p.m. So we're gonna return to the house. Andrea, god damn you. Are you gonna do something? If I just tell her to guard, she still dances around out there, so I don't know what she's doing. Okay. She's just gonna be our little mindless NPC guardian, I guess. Close everything up. We got a nice little comfy bed to sleep on. Andrea is not allowed in here. Close the window so she can't see me. What did you tell her? I just told her to follow me. I didn't tell her to do any of that. No, we didn't zone it. I didn't give her orders for work. I just got her off the bike. That was it, literally. And she freaked out. All right, let's see here. I mean, I've had NPCs act buggy as hell before. Sometimes if they get frightened, they can go, that might be what her problem is. She might be scared by something, and it's just like a permanent condition for her. Where? She's gone. Oh, she's up here. Let's look at her real quick. See, she's running away. AI tag to enable NPCs to flee. Yeah, this is exactly what I've seen before. So at some point she got this tag on her from something that scared her. It's probably while she was on the bike and we were driving by something. And now it's just like she's got that. It might drop off and she might behave normally. Actually, I think one thing... I think there was a way to... If I tell her to work on something... To work on crafting. Let's just have her do a practice. Oh, shit, she can't do any of this stuff. Just have her do a rock and a sock. Okay, so she's working on that. Now let's tell her to stop working on it. Take it easy. Stop what you're working on. Grab that axe so she can have that back. Nope. She's still running, I think. Let's trade items with her. Give her back her axe. Oh. Oh, she doesn't have the appropriate bag to carry the axe. I told her to guard position, but she's not guarding it. Yeah, it doesn't look like giving her something to do fix that bug. Maybe if I can get her to stop doing it. No, she's still just running away. For whatever reason. She's frightened of being outside. She's not used to being off the bicycle. Yeah, she's just going to be a worthless NPC at this point, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, but that's okay. You know. NPCs, like Consola said, they can be very helpful in this game, or they can be completely worthless too if they get all buggy. Alright, we're just using up our mana before bedtime. Maybe talk to her about her current activity. Note to self, blindfold NPCs when transporting. That's a good idea, actually. She's not used to having freedom. No, she's not. She's definitely not. It's pretty early in the day. Let's go ahead and see if we can... What? I should have stuff to read. I brought everything in here. Wait, is it still in the box? Oh. I thought I picked these up. Got scrolls and stuff in here. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's do some reading. Visceral projection, biomancer. I mean, it sounds too good not to learn this one. We're going to lose the light. That was stupid. I should have sparked up a torch. Glow stick. We wasted that time, but let's see. Marksmanship to 3. Unarmed combat. All right, let's learn visceral projection. This might be our first... I think this is our first biomancer spell. I'm hearing walking. Sounds like Andrea's outside running in place or something. Well, okay, we just got locked out of Druid. Not to worry. We knew it was going to happen. All right, have a little meal before bed. Do we have any vitamins? I don't think I have any vitamins here. Maybe in the car or in the motorcycle. All right. Dropping the active glow stick. There's still a lot to do before we can truly call this place a home, I think. But we have taken the first steps, people, towards making it a permanent base location. And I mean, quite honestly, it's in it. You couldn't really pick a better spot for it either. Its proximity to the Forge, the refugee center. So it's been pretty good, I think. Ultimately, we had a bit of a rough start at the beginning of today's stream. If you guys missed it, it was kind of comical. But we got off to a fine finish, I think. So that was important. Has some special cells. Unfortunately, I can't locate them. The Cure Wounds spell. Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah, Cure Wounds will be good for sure. But, well, I appreciate you guys coming by for this one. I think we'll end it here. Like I said, I got a lot of work to do on the multiplayer Vintage Story server tonight. But I will be streaming again in the future. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you'll make it for that one. And I'll see you guys on the next one.